keep your head in the clouds and your hands on the keyboard. Marissa Meyer.
You're listening to Writing Roots, brought to you by Aspen House Publishing.
Welcome to the November episodes of Writing Roots. I'm Leigh Hull.
And I'm Leigh Esses.
And we are kicking off this month talking about the writer's toolbox. Things that you can do, things that can help you out. But for our first episode, we wanted to talk about NaNoWriMo.
For those of you that don't know what that is National Novel Writing Month. November 1st, which is now past, is National Author Day. So congratulations to all you authors out there. I send you love. NaNoWriMo is a challenge among authors to try to write 50,000 words in 1 month, which is minimum word count for a novel. So a lot of people, you're trying to write a book in a month.
Some people will work on their works in progress. Some people will just start with a completely new idea. Others will just write a bunch of short stories through the whole month.
Yes. So 50,000 words is the goal. Last year, I wrote the first 50,000 words of a fantasy story during that month and then finished it by January. This year, I am working on Afterlife, which I've already written almost 20,000 words in, and I hope to finish the novel by the end of the month.
So if you're trying to write 50,000 words in the 30 days of November, what is the approximate daily word count you should be hitting if you want to reach that goal?
If you're writing every day in November, which November has 30 days, that's about 1,700 words per day, which is pretty manageable. I think most of the time that'll take me about an hour for my writing style.
But you have to also consider there is a big holiday in November for Americans. That's Thanksgiving. And a lot of people will spend time with family and maybe not have enough time to really get those words down. So how do you make up for that?
Let's assume you're taking 3 days off for Thanksgiving. You're making pies on Wednesday, you're making turkey on Thursday, and you're shopping on Friday. That would mean you're doing about 1,850 words per day. If you start today, today's air date for this episode is November 4th, and you intend to take Thanksgiving off,
you would want to write approximately 2,000 words a day. If you end up writing on weekdays only, so you're taking weekends off to do like adult, normal chore things that are really boring, but kind of necessary, what would your word count be?
You would have to write almost 3,000 words per day if you're writing weekdays only.
But the goal of NaNoWriMo is to just launch you in the right direction, help you develop those habits of writing and just writing.
And a lot of authors, I think, having a deadline, saying, okay, by the end of the month, I need to have accomplished this goal. I think that's super helpful. And yes, I'm looking directly at you as I say that.
So, Leigh, can you walk us through the process of how to sign up for NaNoWriMo, how to be involved and participate officially?
If you want a team to go with you and you want to work with the people who actually put NaNoWriMo together, you can actually go to nanowrimo.org, or you just Google it and it'll send you that direction. Having a social group, we've talked about the impact of the Writers Club before. There's a similar type of social group that comes with NaNoWriMo.
In our town, we have a group all registered on nanowrimo.org that has plans to get together every week to just have write-ins. So you're not necessarily socializing, but just going there, writing, and then maybe getting a little support and encouragement from people who can kind of understand your situation, who can boost you in that process.
One of the great things about NaNoWriMo is it's not about quality, it's about quantity. And more often than not, something that's written quickly will be better.
So it is a daunting goal. I've only done NaNoWriMo one time. It was last year, and I failed spectacularly. But I wrote more in that month than I had for a very long time before that. I think I got around 20,000 words total in the month.
So I would say that was a complete success.
Yes, it was a complete success for me personally. And you can look at that word count of 2,000 words a day, and it can be daunting to look at that and just be like, 2,000 words? How am I supposed to write 2,000 words a day for an entire month? But there are tools that can help you reach that goal without it feeling like such a task, like such a obligation.
So we have a quick list that was actually put together by selfpublishingschool.com, and they have some suggestions on how to write more words in less amount of time. And their first suggestion is to write every day. We talked about the math a little bit earlier and how much skipping a day or 2 or 3 will increase your need and the volume that you need to write during the days that you do write.
The other suggestion, which kills me as a pantser to say this, but an outline. Truly, an outline can help you focus and get you in that direction to just write faster, because you're not sitting there staring at a blank page wondering, okay, what's happening next?
And you can, at the end of your writing session every day, look at, okay, what's the next scene I intend to write? And be thinking about that in the car, at the red light, and in the shower as you go through your day. Okay, this one's pointed directly at you.
Yeah.
The next suggestion is to avoid editing as you go. Rereading will eat up your time, especially if you are a rampant editor. It's more important to get those words down on the page and come back to it later.
This is something that, as I'm sure you could tell from how she was talking, I really struggle with. I edit all the time as I write, and it really slows me down.
The next suggestion goes along with it, and this is to research later. You've said this before, getting your book completed is 95% not being distracted by the internet.
Yes. Do your research ahead of time, do your research in your down times between writing, but when you are sitting down to put those words on paper, that is all you should be doing.
And you officially have my permission to get it wrong. I rule the world, so you don't need anyone else's permission. Go ahead, get it wrong, fix it later.
Something else that can really help speed up your writing is to practice your typing speed. The faster you can type if you're sitting at a keyboard, the faster you can get those words on the page. I can type in an approximate 80 to 90 words per minute, and I still have a hard time keeping up with my brain.
Yes, and we will talk a little bit more about pen versus keyboard next episode. I am a pen person, but for NaNoWriMo, I will be on keyboard the entire time, getting more information out faster.
If you struggle with typing, if you type pretty slowly, or you rely a lot on writing with pen for your first drafts, technology is a wonderful thing. You can do talk-to-text. Use that technology to your advantage because you can talk faster than you can type.
Another thing about NaNoWriMo is you don't have to be on the same project the entire time. So just doing writing sprints is a step toward that 50,000 word goal. Following a writing prompt, same thing. Just look at it, regurgitate that story about when you were playing on the playground and the slide was too hot. Get the words on the page. That is the goal.
Accountability in NaNoWriMo is key. Making sure you're staying on top of yourself and getting that writing done can be difficult. So you find friends. Find people who will keep you accountable, who will hold you to that word count and say, hey, you're lagging behind a little bit. Maybe you should take a little bit extra time and catch up.
Within our writing club, we'll often text each other at the end of the day going, yes, I got 2,000 words in today, or no, I only got 400 words. We will make it a little competitive in a friendly way, and I think that helps spur each of us toward doing better tomorrow, getting even more tomorrow.
If you are a habitual procrastinator like myself, set yourself deadlines. Put in some hard deadlines for yourself as milestones through the month. Not that you're just going to reach 50,000 words by the end of the month, because I will try to write 50,000 words in a day.
Good luck.
Yeah, because I procrastinated for so long. So set yourself a goal of, okay, it's week 1, I'm going to have 15,000 words written. It's week 2, I'm going to have 20,000 words written. And this is me being really bad at math and trying to break up 50,000 into 4.
What works for me is 15,000 words for each of the first 3 weeks. And then the 4th week is often Thanksgiving. So I allow myself to catch up and 5,000 words for that week.
Yeah, that's a better way to break it down.
Math is easier. We're writers, we're not math people.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a math person. So break it into manageable deadlines and challenge yourself. Don't make those deadlines too easy. Don't make it so that you're lazing about for the first little bit. Challenge yourself right away. Get going.
And that goes with our tagline for the show, is if you're challenging yourself, then it's interesting. You're thinking about how to solve this puzzle. How do I break down the council chamber doors? Those little bits of challenges make it interesting, make you think about it, keep you engaged in the project, because a month is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes. So we want to end by wishing all of you guys good luck in NaNoWriMo. We hope you reach your goal. And even if you don't, we hope you feel accomplished by the end of the month.
Absolutely. And the best way to do that is to
write selfishly.
If you have a question or comment for our hosts or a topic you'd like us to cover, send us an email at writingroots@aspenhousepublishing.com or find us on Facebook by searching for Aspen House Publishing.